Some characters don't fade when the hype dies, they stay. Long after Euphoria stopped airing, Maddie Perez is still being quoted, referenced, dressed up as, and argued over. In a show packed with shock value, trauma, and chaos, she didn't just stand out, she lingered. After all this time, she's still on everyone's lips. And that's not accidental. Maddie Perez isn't just one of the most iconic characters from Euphoria. She's one of the most memorable female characters in modern television because she represents something deeply uncomfortable: the way young women learn power, survival, and self worth in a world that rarely protects them. This isn't about glamorizing her, it's about understanding her, and more importantly, learning from her. So, welcome back. Today, we are unpacking why Mary Perry still holds cultural power, what she represents, what she gets wrong, and what her character reveals about how young women are taught to survive in a world that constantly fails them. Confidence can be built, even in chaos. Mary's confidence didn't come from privilege. She grew up in a lower middle class household with an alcoholic, unreliable father and a mother who worked long hours. From a young age, Mary learned how to command attention. Beauty pageants taught her how to stand tall, perform, and believe she was worth being looked at. Even after her mother pulled her out of pageants out of fear and protection, that confidence never disappeared. Because for Maddie, confidence wasn't about winning, it was armor. She learned that if she owned the room first, no one else could define her. Confidence isn't always nurtured, sometimes it's constructed to survive environments that never made you feel safe. Power without protection is an illusion. Maddie grew up believing beauty and sexuality were tools, ways to gain control in a world where she had very little. But the show quietly reveals the cost of that belief when we learn about her being involved with a much older man at just 14. That wasn't empowerment, that wasn't choice, it was exploitation, even if the show failed to fully acknowledge its weight. Still, Maddie internalized it as power, and that misunderstanding followed her into her relationship with Nate. She became what she thought men wanted. She performed desire. She traded safety for validation. Feeling powerful isn't the same as being protected. Real power never requires you to be harmed to keep it. Toxic love feels intense, not healthy. Maddie and Nate's relationship is one of the most accurate depictions of a narcissistic abuse cycle on television. Love bombing, control, jealousy, violence, apologies, then back to the beginning. She became what she thought men wanted. She performed desire. She traded safety for validation. Feeling powerful isn't the same as being protected. Real power never requires you to be harmed to keep it. Nate didn't just hurt her physically. He rewired her understanding of intimacy. He made fear feel like passion and control feel like devotion. By the time their relationship ends, the damage is already done. Intensity is not intimacy. If love costs you your safety, it isn't love, it's survival. Loyalty is powerful until it turns on you. Maddie is fiercely loyal to her friends, to her partners, to the people she loves. She defends, protects, and stays long after she should leave. She lies for Nate. She sacrifices herself for him. She absorbs pain quietly to keep the peace. But in season 2, something shifts. When she finally walks away from Nate, we see a different version of her, more grounded, more self aware, and less reactive. Her loyalty turns outward instead of inward. She shows up for her friends. She chooses stability over chaos. Loyalty is a strength, but not when it requires self betrayal. Walking away is growth. Maddie doesn't get a neat ending. She doesn't win the guy. She doesn't reclaim every relationship she loses. What she does instead is choose herself. She lets go of fantasy. She abandons the idea that love has to hurt. She moves towards independence, money, and peace. And that choice is why she outgrows the people around her. Growth isn't loud. Sometimes it looks like quietly refusing to repeat the same pain. Why Maddie Perez still matters. Maddie Perez is iconic not because she's flawless, but because she's honest. She shows what happens when a girl grows up without protection and mistakes survival for strength. And more importantly, she shows that even after years of trauma, walking away is still possible. She didn't heal perfectly. She didn't become gentle overnight. She simply stopped chasing what was destroying her. And sometimes that's the bravest story arc a character can have. So the real question is, was Maddie ever truly toxic? Or was she just surviving in a world that never taught her how to be safe?